Amma, you can mute everyone. I will unmute from here. You can mute everyone. Perfect. Shall we start? Okay. Oh. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयम् नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः Humble prostrations to one and all present here. The topic of today's discussion is Ekyam or Oneness. So in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan speaks about this vision of oneness. This topic comes in the 18th chapter. Verse number 20, 21 and 22. Bhagavan uses 3 verses in order to describe what are the different visions available in this world. So the first one is Sattvic vision. The second one, Rajasic vision. And the third one, Tamasic vision. So we are all looking at this world with a particular kind of vision. Vision means a particular kind of understanding, a particular kind of knowledge. Though we are all living in this world, but each one is looking at this world with a particular type of vision. And this vision can be divided into 3 types: Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. So now let us first discuss about Sattvic vision. Verse number 20, chapter 18 of Bhagavad Gita. Sarvabhuteshu yenaikam bhavam avyayamikshate avibhaktam vibhakteshu tajnanam vidhi sattvikam. So Bhagavan says, Tajnanam vidhi sattvikam. Understand that knowledge to be a sattvic knowledge, that vision to be a sattvic vision. What is that? Sarva bhuteshu, in all beings, yena ekam bhavam ikshate. So this person sees, what does he see? Sarva bhuteshu, in all beings, ekam bhavam, that one reality. That one reality, ekam bhavam, which is avyayam, imperishable. So this person, when he sees the world, hmm, avibhaktam vibhakteshu, as far as the eyes are concerned, vibhakteshu, everything is different. He is seeing insects, birds, animals, plants, living beings, non-living beings, moving, non-moving. He is seeing the world. As far as the physical eye is concerned, he is seeing all the differences, vibhakteshu. But what is his understanding? Avibhaktam, undivided. Amongst all these differences that he is seeing that one undivided reality, that imperishable reality. So then that vision is called a sattvic vision. So to give an example, the physical eyes, they show us varieties of ornaments. Bangle is there, bracelet is there, anklet is there, nose ring is there, hand ring is there, everything is there. But the understanding is, what is the understanding? That everything is one and only one gold. That is called as vision. That is called as understanding. Jnanam. Pots are there, pans are there, so many things are there. But then the understanding is they are all made of clay. That is called as the one vision. So there was this wave, let us call him worldly wave. This wave in the ocean, it looked around, and there this wave saw a huge wave. Let us call this a mighty wave. Then this worldly wave, felt very miserable. He thought, see, I am a small wave, but that wave is a big wave. He felt inferiority complex. Then after some time, this worldly wave saw another wave. Let us call this wave a swifty wave, very fast. So again, this wave felt miserable. I am a slow wave. That wave is a fast wave. Felt very miserable. Then again, its attention went on another wave, a wave which was bright and brilliant because of foam and froth. Again, this wave looked at it and said, oh, so unfortunate I am. I am a dull wave, dark wave. Look at that wave, he's so bright. So in this wave was miserable. And suddenly one thing caught its attention. And what was that? Every wave, the moment it reaches the shore, that wave never comes back. The shore becomes the end, death point for every wave. Again, this wave became miserable. That means what? A time will come and when I will reach the shore And a time will come when I will no more be able to come back to this ocean. I'll be dead. Again, this wave became very miserable. So this way was living a life of dejection, depression, very sad. That was a time when another wave came near it. Let us call it a Jnani wave. So this Jnani wave said, "Dear worldly, why are you so miserable?" So then this worldly wave said, "See, I am a good for nothing fellow. I have no abilities, no talent. See, other waves are all great waves. And moreover, what is the purpose of life? Finally, everybody has to die." This way, he poured out his story of dejection, depression. So then the Jnani wave say, "My dear fellow, look into yourself, find out who you are. Are you a wave or somebody else? Meditate upon yourself. Hmm. Do this inquiry of who am I?" So then the techniques were given. Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam was done. This worldly wave listened to the wisdom of this Jnani wave, started meditating upon his own true essence. And what did he find? He found that I am not a wave, I am in essence water. I am not a wave. In essence, who am I? I am water. With this deep experience, it then looked around. And what did this wave find? This wave found that everybody is water only. There is nothing called a mighty wave and a swifty wave and a brighty wave. All these waves are nothing but water, and that is me. So we are all one. So all his inferiority complex vanished because there is only one water, and that is me. There is none other than me in the whole world. It is me myself. In fact, I am not this limited wave, I am this unlimited ocean. And again, on the shore, what dies is only the wave, not the water. The wave reaches the shore, it doesn't come back, no doubt, but the water reaches the shore and the water comes back. As far as water is concerned, there is no death at all. Again, that fear of death also vanished from this wave. And then blissfully it started living his life, knowing very well that I am infinite water, immortal water, deathless water, non dual water. In fact, there is nothing called sorrow for me. There is no reason why I should grieve. And after that, this wave started playing along with all other waves, cheerfully, happily, spreading peace and happiness to everyone. In fact, this worldly wave became a jnani wave and started giving peace and happiness to everyone. So now, this is the story which we have heard. This is not the story of some wave. This is the story of each and every one of us. We are all like that wave. Our attention is completely upon the body, and we think that we are this body. And we think someday we are going to die. We are all different. And with this difference, we are comparing with each other. And with this comparison, we become miserable because somebody or the other is there in the world who is far better than us in all fields. There are so many people who are blessed with greater abilities, greater talent, greater strength, greater knowledge. And every time we compare with them, and then we become miserable. This is the way we are living. But then the spirituality says, all the scriptures say, "A fool, look into yourself and find out who you are. Are you this body or somebody other than the body?" So when we pay attention to ourselves, we come to know, oh, I am not the body. I am that pure consciousness which is observing the body. So this knowledge makes a huge difference. In fact, it makes all the difference. That miserable person becomes a cheerful person. What is the nature of consciousness? The nature of consciousness is Sat, Chit, Anand. Sat means existence. Chit means consciousness. Anand means infinite bliss. So, whatever I am craving in life, immortality, bliss, happiness, security, peace, contentment, fulfillment, everything is already there in me. I don't have to seek it from the outer world. When I come to know this, I am blissful in myself. This is the state of Mahatmas. Yastu atmaratireva syat atmatruptascha manavah. Atmanyeva cha santushtah tasya karyam na vidyate. The one who is reveling in oneself, blissful in oneself, totally contented in oneself. For such a person, there is nothing else to achieve in this world, says all the scriptures. So, this is a vision of oneness. What are you seeing in the world? A person who is enlightened, who has the right knowledge, he sees that, oh, they are all me, myself, expressing in different bodies. That plant is also me, animal is also me, birds also me, insects also me, everything is me, myself, but in different packings, they are expressing itself. This vision is the ultimate vision, the best vision, mm, and the perfect vision. So, what happens to a person who has this vision? For a person, there is only love. Just like I love myself unconditionally, I love my hands, I love my teeth, I love my tongue, I love my eyes. I'm an ugly person, but even then I love myself. Isn't it? Everybody loves oneself. And how much do we love ourselves? Infinite love. Our love for ourselves is infinite and unconditional. We don't have any condition. Just imagine the moment the definition of I changes. At present, my definition is I means the body. But with the right understanding, I expand the understanding of I. I come to know that this I is the totality. Once this vision comes, there is only love for everyone. And the one solution to all problems in this world is love. Because the moment I start loving another person, I don't find a fault with that person. There may be so many faults in that person, but even then, that love for that person prevents me from seeing the fault. In fact, I am seeing the fault. In spite of that, I continue to love. The mother sees so many defects in the child, but the love for the mother for the child hmm, prevents her from getting stuck in those faults. She is able to love the child in spite of all the faults in the child, in spite of all the imperfections in the child, defects in the child. Love is that wonderful thing. So the person who can love everyone, he is the most blessed person because in such a heart there is no hatred, there is no comparison, there is no jealousy. Such a heart is called a healthy heart. This is a vision which all of us should try to cultivate. And moment we have this vision, all the problems are solved. It is because of the lack of vision that all the problems are there in this world. You see this link? The moment I am having this understanding about myself, that is the first step, self knowledge. I have right understanding about myself. With this right understanding, when I look at others, there is a vision of oneness because we are all one. Essentially, we are all one. From this vision of oneness comes love and all the noble virtues. Love, compassion, forgiveness, they all come from this vision of oneness. And now just imagine a society where each and every one of us, we are practicing these noble values. Then what happens? In that society, there is peace and harmony. Peace within oneself, harmony with others. So this vision is called the best vision, the right vision. This is a vision of sattvic vision. This is a vision pointed out by all scriptures in the world. Now comes the Rajasic vision. What is Rajasic vision? Verse number 21. Prithaktvena tu yajnanam nana bhavan prithak vidhan veti sarveshu bhuteshu tatjnanam vidhi rajasam. Tatjnanam vidhi rajasam. Understand this vision to be Rajasic vision. What is that? Prithak yajnanam nana bhavan prithak vidhan. So he is also seeing this world. What is he seeing? He is seeing different things, beings. But what is his understanding? Pruthaktvena. He sees differences. According to him, this man is different, that being is different, this religion is different, that religion is different, this nation is different, that person is different. The vision of plurality, the vision of difference. Now, what is the problem with Rajasic vision? A Rajasic person tries to understand the world by classifying them according to their different properties. So this is called the vision of difference, vision of plurality. What is the problem? The problem is the first step, we start dividing. And the next step is we start associating with one entity as mine. First, I say there are so many religions. Hindu religion, Christian religion, Muslim religion, etc., etc. What is the next step? The next step is my religion. You see, other religion, my religion. The next step is I and mine, you and yours. First we divide, then we associate ourselves with one entity. First we divide all the lands, and then we say my country, your country. Right? My caste, your caste. My gender, your gender. You see, my property, your property. My house, your house. I and mine, you and yours. What is the next step? The next step is comparison. Which is better? Which is holier? Next step is comparison. What is the next step? Next step is either mine is better or mine is inferior. And finally, where does it end up in? Superiority complex, inferiority complex. Raga, dvesha, likes, dislikes. Attachment, hatred. So what is the state of mind now? Mind is completely polluted. In superiority complex, I feel joy. In inferiority complex, I feel pain. So therefore, always the tendency is to prove that I am better. Everything related to mine is better. My country is better. My religion is better. My caste is better. My state is better. My home is better. My creation is better. Every one of us, we are stuck in this muck, trying to prove that I am better, and thus trying to derive some egoistic joy. And there what happens? There is tension, there is worry, there is anxiety, hatred. All the wars that are happening in this world, it is only because of Rajasic vision. First we divide, and then we compete, then we fight. All the wars, all the problems that are happening in this world, it is only because of this faulty Rajasic vision. At home, brothers and sisters, they fight for land, for money. I and mine, you and yours. I want more. All the wars, all the problems. Countries are fighting with other countries. Religions are fighting with other religions. This is the most unfortunate thing. Religion is supposed to bring peace in the world. The purpose of religion is right understanding, peace. But unfortunately, the very same religion has become the cause of all problems. Why is it? It is so because religion has not been properly understood. My religion is superior than your religion. My scripture is superior to yours. My prophet alone is real, not your prophet. My prophet alone can save the world, not your prophet. In fact, your prophet is no prophet at all. There is only one prophet, and that is my prophet. All these are nothing but rajasic vision. So, what should religion preach? That is why we use the term Sanatana Dharma. What is Sanatana Dharma? That which ever exists, Sanatana, eternal. And what is the Sanatana Dharma? Ekam Sat Vipraha Bahudha Vadanti. Truth is one. The wise people speak in different ways. See the beauty. We never say that our religion is good. No. We say that all religions are good. They all have the ability to take us to the ultimate truth. If the student is sincere, if the sadhaka is sincere, definitely every religion, every scripture can take us to the ultimate truth. You see, this is called as Sanatana Dharma. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is one. We are all one. We are all one family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. What a beautiful. Such a religion, such a teaching will never disappear from this world because it is rooted in truth. Truth can never disappear from this world. It is only the falsity that will disappear. So, therefore, if religion is based on these fundamental principles, the teachings are based on these fundamental principles, it will ever exist. So, therefore, this vision, the vision to differentiate things, the vision of plurality is a defective vision. We should get rid of it. The first thing is, let me get rid of myself. I am not here to get it off from others' minds. First step is, let me get rid of this defective vision from myself. That is why the whole discussion is happening. Pruthaktveena tu yajnanam, jnana bhavan pruthak vidhan, veti sarveshu bhuteshu, tat jnanam vidhi rajasam. So the question is what are you seeing? World is the same. The question is, what are you seeing? Are you seeing with a vision of oneness, or are you seeing with a vision of plurality? It is the vision that has to be corrected, not the world. World is perfect. This world is perfect, being taken care by a perfect God. You don't have to improve the world, change the world, nothing. What you have to correct is your vision. Because it is this vision which is creating all disturbances in the mind. My mind is disturbed not because the world is a problem. My mind is disturbed because my vision, the way in which I look at this world, that is a problem. Right. Now comes the third vision. What is the third vision? It is a tamasic vision. Verse number 22. Yettu kritsnavadekasmin karye saktamahaitukam atatvarthavadalpam cha tattamasamudahritam. Yes. Now what is this tamasic vision? Yettu kritsnavat ekasmin karye saktam ahaitukam. So this person sees a part as a whole. He takes a small part and is so attached, saktam, that he thinks that this part itself is the whole. He doesn't have that broad vision. Takes a small thing and considers that small thing as everything. This is tamasic vision. Kritsnavat ekasmin karye saktam ahaitukam. It is absolutely illogical. How can the part become the whole? It is absolutely illogical, but he is so stuck with that part that he considers itself as a whole. Ahaitukam atattvarthavad. It is absolutely divorced from reality. Alpam, it is something petty, very silly, but he's so attached with that small thing that his understanding has completely been clouded. The bigger picture is completely forgotten. Such a vision is called a tamasic vision. Hmm. That story of the blind people, some few blind people, the story of how they described elephant, that story is very famous. So one blind person, he held on to the tail, that's what he touched. And then he said, elephant, I know. Ah, describe elephant. Elephant is like a rope. Another person who has touched the, what you call, the foot of the elephant, he said, no, 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 it is not like rope. You are wrong. It is like a pillar. Another person touched the, maybe the stomach. He said, no, no, what are you talking? Elephant, I know. I by my own hand, I have touched it. Okay, how is it? It is like a wall. So each one was describing elephant in different way. Why is it so? It is so because they don't have the bigger picture, the total picture. They get stuck with the limited. So such people become fanatics. All the fanatics that we find, fanaticism in religion, it is because of this. My religion alone is the right religion. All the other religions are no religion at all. My religion alone can take you to bliss, to heaven, to liberation, whatever. They are all fanaticism. Mine alone is right. Everything don't even exist. We have to be very careful about this vision. People who fall in love also do the same thing. This man falls in love with a girl and says, you are my life. I can't even think of life without you. You are everything for me. So what kind of vision is this? This vision is called a tamasic vision. A small thing completely occupying your mind to such an extent that your intellect is paralyzed and you are not even able to see the bigger picture. That is what tamas does. For example, a mother completely attached to the child. And now the child is performing something on the drama stage in the school function. And this child is a gatekeeper in that drama. And the child is there in a corner. So the mother is with the mobile phone. Where will be the focus now? In the center stage, there is king and queen, and so many things are happening, big things are happening. My child is in the corner, not doing anything, a gatekeeper holding a spear and looking here and there. No role at all. Now my camera will turn to my child, and my child will occupy the central portion of my camera. Yes or no? In fact, this mother is not even aware of what this drama is, what the story is. This is called as a tamasic vision. I am so attached to some one small little thing, and because of my intense attachment, I am not even able to see the bigger picture. Yattu kritsnavat ekasmin karye saktam. Small, petty little thing. I get so attached. It is absolutely illogical. Ahaitukam. Atattvarthavat. It is not the truth also. Far removed from the reality it is. It is alpam also. Very little, petty, insignificant something. But I catch hold of that small thing and feel that this is everything. Hmm. Like the frog in the well. The frog thinks that this is the world. There is no other world, and I am the king of this world. So this is called as the tamasic vision. So we have described all the three now: sattvic vision, rajasic vision, tamasic vision. What is sattvic vision? A vision where you are seeing everything. As far as the eyes are concerned, it is showing all differences. Everything is different, 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 different. Mm. But amidst all these superficial differences, you are able to see that oneness, that Ekyam you are able to see. They're all different, but essentially they are one. This understanding is called Sattvic vision. This is the perfect vision. This vision brings peace to us, and we are able to beautifully handle all kinds of people in this world. You see, the one who has this vision, that person is the happiest person because he is able to beautifully handle different kinds of people. In this world, all kinds of people are there: tamasic people, rajasic people, sattvic people, good people, bad people, selfish people, selfless people. This is a world, this world is a mix. But when you are able to, when you are asked to handle these people, with what vision are you operating? If you're operating with a vision of oneness, you cannot but have only love for everyone. You are not focusing upon the defects in that person, you are only focusing upon this truth that basically we are one. Essentially, everybody is divine. Every being is divine. Not only human beings, every being is divine essentially. In the heart, Bhagwan himself is residing. This is a world of Bhagwan, and Bhagwan himself has become all living beings. This is the vision with which you operate. And therefore, every transaction with every being is a beautiful transaction. Transaction filled with love, filled with forgiveness, filled with understanding, free from all kinds of judgings, hmm, comparisons, fault findings. So, this vision is perfect. It brings peace to us. Not only it brings peace, it also brings peace to others. Because you, wherever you go, you are carrying this peace with you. And therefore, you become an embodiment of peace and you become a free distributor of peace, which you carry in your heart. Such people are the most blessed ones. And such people alone bless the whole world with their right understanding. Such people alone can bring peace and happiness to this world. So, what are the other two visions which we have to get rid of other than Sattvic vision? The Rajasic vision. What is Rajasic vision? The vision of plurality. This person sees different things and thinks that they have independent existence. There is nothing common. And what is the problem with this vision? This vision always degrades to I and mine, you and yours. This vision degrades us. This vision pollutes our mind. This vision causes all kinds of disturbances. Such a person can never be peaceful. Such a person becomes competitive. Such a person becomes egoistic. And because of the ego, remember all our disturbance in the mind, it is only because of our ego. If my thing is better than others, my ego grows, my ego bloats. If my thing is inferior to others, then my ego is punctured. In both ways, I am a loser. So, Rajasic vision is an egoistic vision. And such a vision will only bring disturbance to myself. And what about Tamasic vision? It is still inferior. According to this person, hmm, he's stuck with something. He's not even willing to accept the existence of other things. To that extent, he's negative. He is living in his own world of bubble world. And he thinks that this alone is the world and there is no other world. The bigger picture is completely forgotten. He lives in his own bubble. Such is a tamasic vision. So, therefore, let us all cultivate this sattvic vision and give up rajasic and tamasic vision. How to cultivate sattvic vision? Spirituality is the way. First step is trying to understand myself as I am. This is the first step. Vision is a byproduct of this understanding about oneself. There is something which first you have to do, and there is something which happens afterwards. In the dream, what is the first thing to be done? To prove that dream world is false or to wake up? The first thing to be done is to wake up. Once you wake up, then you come to know the whole dream world is unreal. It did not even exist. Only I exist. But to know that, the first step is to know myself. I must know that I am not the dreamer, I am the waker. That is the first step. And once that happens, the rest everything happens. When the horse runs, the carriage follows. So there is something first we have to do. So what is that first thing to be done? The first thing to be done is to understand myself as I am. And how can I understand myself as I am? Study the scriptures, understand the scriptures, clear all the doubts, and then meditate upon the self. If this much is done, then you slowly start getting a glimpse of who you are, what is your nature. And with this vision, when you see others, you clearly see others also as pure consciousness. If you see yourself as a body, you will see others also as a body. Then there will be this vision of plurality only. Because at the body level, we are all different. My body is different from your body. And definitely comparison is possible. My mind is different from your mind. Comparison is possible. My intellect is different from your intellect. My abilities and talents are different from your abilities and talents. So if I am stuck with my body, I will be stuck with other bodies. But if I'm able to transcend my body and reach the essence in me as consciousness, if I'm able to see myself as consciousness, then helplessly, effortlessly, spontaneously, I will be able to see the very same consciousness pulsating in the hearts of everyone. So, what is the first step? The first step is to know myself as I am. This is the purpose of all the scriptures. So, I sincerely invoke the grace of the Lord, the blessings of the entire Guru Parampara. May we all gain this knowledge, be peaceful with ourselves, and may we all be a positive contributor of peace and happiness in this troubled world. Hari Om. Thank you. Now we have 10 minutes. If you have any questions, you are most welcome.
Guruji, I have one question.
Huh.
This is Munira. How can, in today's world,
Huh.
with we living in the West, can I follow or put my I have two lives. One is a physical life where there is family, there is business, there is everything. One, there is a life where I want to search myself, my identity.
I'm searching you, Amma. Where are you? Did you switch on your video?
No, my video is off. It's early morning here.
So you are not in a presentable condition. Don't worry. Tell me.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know, how can you, because I do not expect my family to become the way I am. So how can I make the best where I do not upset my family as well as my heart, my spirituality, my mental turmoil, my karma, my what I want to be can be maintained, and can I walk on that path? I need that help from you.
Amma, your only responsibility in this world is your spiritual growth. And in fact, as you spiritually grow, you become a better and better person, a sweet person with sweet words, sweet actions, beneficial actions. This is what happens as you grow in spirituality. You become a very good person. So then who is the one who is going to gain all the benefits? Naturally, your family members and the people who are associated with you. Hmm. So therefore, instead of trying to change others, transform others, let me try to transform myself.
No, I am not trying to change others. I am just
Ah.
trying to say this, that they are themselves. I don't
Hmm.
want to change anybody. They want to live the life
Hmm.
they want to live. I just want that there should be a good blend where I can blend myself with the both the worlds, and everybody is at peace. Nobody says, oh, you are just following this, or don't preach us this, or I keep pointing, this is wrong, morally this is wrong, or what you're doing is wrong. I don't want to get into that. I just want to live my life at peace and accept them for what they are.
Yes. So what is preventing you from doing this?
I don't know. I get divided. I feel they have this view that, oh, mom, you're changing. Oh, mom, you're just stay away that way. Don't get all that teaching with us. Uh, that's what with my husband too. So if I say, oh, this is not what is right, he says, I've been doing it, just stay away. Or so I want to put myself where I don't get hurt. And I feel, okay, each has their own space in this life and they have responsible for the karma, but I don't get affected. Right now I'm getting very affected. Okay, why is he doing this? This is not morally right. But I don't want to be affected now. This is the path I have chosen, so I want to walk on that. Let them find their own path. That's what my vision is, but my mind is not getting trained to that. I get triggered with little things what they go wrong with. If they're doing something wrong, I get triggered and I start shouting. I tell them this is not the way. I don't want to do that. I want to let them, everybody, be responsible for the karma. So I want to learn how can I do that.
There is only one way, focusing on yourself. Now, the
Okay.
problem is you are focusing too much on them because you are so attached to them, your
Yeah.
husband, your children. You are so attached to them that constantly you are poking your nose into their affairs, and which they don't like. And therefore, the relationship becomes sour.
Okay.
You must understand that everybody has a freedom. You must give the freedom. See, what happens is when we are attached to people, these are all called unhealthy attachment. When we get attached to our near and dear ones, we unknowingly suffocate them through our love, through our attachment. We don't give them freedom. We say that this is right, and therefore you must do what is right according to me. So, this is where the relationship grows sour. As you become more and more healthy in spirituality, you stop interfering in others' affairs. Mm. Even if you want to suggest something, guide something, there is a loving suggestion, guidance given, but then your peace is not affected by others' imperfection. This is what happens when you grow in spirituality. Out of peace, when you operate, you are able to give peace to others. But out of agitation, when you operate, you only give agitation to others.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right. Hari.
Guruji, so
Ah,
I want to know myself that what state I am. Is there any way can help me that I can work on?
what is that, Amma? Once again, audio got
I
cut.
want to know who I am, what stage I am,
Ah,
that I can work on it. Can you help, or how I can get help in case you cannot, you are not
you have to
reachable or
approach. I don't
something?
know
Yeah.
where you are, who you are.
Oh, I am in Atlanta,
Okay.
almost near. Yes.
Hmm. So you have to associate yourself with some spiritual organizations, whichever is nearby. Try to gain the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures. If Chinmaya Mission is nearby, contact them.
Oh, yeah, they have Chinmaya Mission near for the kids they have. Is the same place I will be
Amma, your internet has some
going?
problem. I'm not able to understand what you're saying. There is the connectivity is weak.
Chinmaya Mission, I did hear they are nearby in here, but okay.
Ah,
Okay.
yes. Go and associate with them.
Namaskar, Swamiji. Pranam, Swamiji. I am Apurva. I have a question on the three visions that you taught us so well, so beautifully. There are times when we recognize that we have Rajasic vision some days and Tamasic vision some days. And despite of constant reminders that, no, this is the wrong way of thinking and we are on the wrong path some days, in terms of mentally, thinking that this is mine, my child should do excellent. Then someday we remind ourselves, no, all children are beautiful, all of them are wise, all of them are good. As a mother, sometimes attachment does take a seat, and then we get constant reminders from our gurus, from books, from teachers that no, this was wrong. What can I do to understand better, to walk on the path of Sattvic life and hold a Sattvic vision? I know that there are days when I check myself and I remind that no, this was wrong thought, and come back. But what more can I do to prevent that Rajasic or Tamasic vision take over my Sattvic vision?
Amma, the one thing which is a solution for all problem is devotion for God. You see, a person who is blind, every step he has to be guided. Hmm. In which direction to walk, what is there, what is not there. This person, for every step, he needs guidance. But suppose light is there, or that person comes out of that blindness, eyes are given. Then what happens? No guidance is necessary because everything becomes clear. In the same way, it is because of lack of devotion for God that we have all these problems in life. The moment love for God comes, everything becomes clear to you. In fact, you can never get rid of any of your addictions without love for God. All imperfections. If there is one solution, it is devotion alone. So you just keep on growing in your love for God. And how to develop love for God? Understand how much God loves you. So every situation, every incident, try to see the hidden hand of God, how He is helping you, guiding you, protecting you. The more and more this love develops, gratitude for God develops, everything becomes clear. This is 100% tested and tried solution.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
Swamiji, Pankaj here. Pranam Swamiji. Pranam Swamiji.
Ah, ah.
Swamiji, how do you protect yourself when the tamasic qualities or tamasic physicality is threatening to kill you physically?
See, again, the solution is this. Chant Bhagwan's name. Bhagwan, protect me. Because Bhagwan's promise it is, Name Bhakta Pranashyati, my devotee shall never perish. So can you chant the name of the Lord? Doesn't matter even if it is mechanical, doesn't matter. Take a notebook and start writing the name of the Lord. Just saying, Bhagwan, please protect me. I am completely trapped. I don't know how to come out. Please guide me. If you can constantly pray this way, mysteriously something will happen and you will be out of the trouble.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Swamiji. Pranam.
Right. Pranams.
Swamiji, this is Neeta here.
Nitama, yes.
Swamiji, I have, consistently felt since childhood the presence of God in my life. God but I have recognized it only now over the last 1 or 2 years. And I have taken the Kriya Yoga Diksha as well. However, I feel a lot of resistance to do the meditation, right? And also, since we are a family person, there are a lot of responsibilities also. So even while meditating, my mind many a times are in those thoughts, right? Like I have to do this, I have to do that. So can you help me? Like even if I'm kind of not awake, but then in my mind I'm like, okay, fine, I'll wake up at 4:30, I'll wake up at 5. But then when the time comes and that alarm rings, I'm like, I'll sleep for another 10 minutes and I then sleep off. And I think that this is resistance because I constantly feel that presence or the qualities that you mentioned. I feel that not oneness exactly, but when people talk about different religions, I don't feel connected to that. Those words or those thoughts that don't align there. And I feel that yes, we are all one, but maybe it's not embodied in each and every cell of my body. So can you give me steps on how do I become devoted? How do I break off the resistance?
Amma, what is your question?
I want to break the resistance for meditation.
You want to break the resistance for meditation. Somewhere from within, you are not encouraged to meditate. You don't find the inspiration and enthusiasm to meditate. Is this what you're trying to say?
Even if doing it, say for I do it for 1 week, then 7th day, 8th day, 9th day, then I'm not like I'm an initiator, but for now I'm not an initiator. So how do I become an initiator?
See, when I find that when I do something, I get joy, then I get addicted to it. This is psychology.
Hmm.
I find joy in jogging, then I will do jogging every day. I find joy in yoga and pranayama, then I will do that. I find joy in music, then I will do that. In the same way, when we meditate, we should find joy. That is a proof that meditation is going in the right direction.
Hmm.
Because I'm meditating upon the Lord. Lord is all bliss, all happiness, all perfection, all knowledge. So naturally, when I meditate upon God, all these things I should experience. I should experience peace, happiness, fulfillment. I should feel that yes, there is somebody with me who is ever guiding me, loving me, protecting me. When this kind of emotions surge, then naturally you will love to meditate. Because in the presence of God, you are actually feeling a sense of fulfillment. It is just like, you fall in love with some person. You don't know how the time flies when you are with that person. Meditation should be something like that. But if you are with some stranger whom you don't like, then it's a problem. You want to run away from that person. In the same way, when you are meditating, what are you doing at the seat of meditation? What kind of thoughts are you entertaining? That is very important. If the meditation is ending up, feeling bored, feeling tired, no interest, then there is some problem with meditation. So the line of thinking has to be very clear. See, the emotion of devotion comes only when there is a right understanding about God. Who is God? So develop right understanding about God, then meditate upon these lines. The proof of meditation is peace, happiness, bliss, etc. The proof of meditation is not seeing some light or sound or something, some mystical experience. No. The proof of meditation is mind is gaining more and more peace. So if this way you end up every time you meditate, naturally that mind will crave for meditation because the mind knows that yes, if I sit for meditation, I'm going to be peaceful. I badly want it. So you will crave for meditation. Inspiration automatically comes. The moment it is 4:30, you are up, immediately you jump and sit for meditation because you know this activity is going to make me a better person, more happy person.
And I have a second question following this. Basically, I have seen a lot of people, and in fact, I see my father-in-law himself, who he is no more. But then when he was alive, I have seen him that he never meditated, he never did anything. But just the kind of person he was, he did his duties to the core without cheating or without doing anything else. Like whenever he was doing anything, he was 200% into that. Uh, and I've seen so many people like that, right? So meditation does not necessarily mean sitting and with closed eyes and thinking of God or whatever meditating, right? It could also be doing whatever you're doing with 100% commitment into what you're doing. Is my understanding right?
See, compared to a lazy person, an active person is more happy. There are different grades of happiness. There are different grades. Compared to a lazy person, a person who is active is more happy. Compared to a selfishly active person, selflessly active person is more happy. Compared to a selflessly active person, a person who selflessly acts and egolessly acts, he is even more happy. So there are different grades of happiness. Ah. So just because your father-in-law did not meditate and he was very happy, you don't know which level of happiness he was. Maybe there is a greater possibility which he has not attained.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Amma. Yes, Amma. Subi Amma.
स्वामी जी प्रणाम स्वामी जी प्रणाम सुमन
हाँ, Amma.
ऋषिकेश स्वामी जी thank you so much for the deep knowledge.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the deep knowledge you have given the small time. Swami ji, my request is to just tell us the scripture we should go through for our spiritual upliftment. You just guided us for the spiritual upliftment.
Amma, you study Bhagavad Gita. That is enough.
No, but
In Hinduism, there are so many scriptures. You don't have to worry about. Just study Bhagavad Gita.
so we should
700 verses. That is enough.
we should go on repeating the same Bhagavad Gita time and again.
What do you mean same Bhagavad Gita?
How? I'm
It
not
contains all topics.
No, sir, I have read so many times. I daily read Bhagavad Gita. One adhyay I read daily.
Reading will not do. You have to contemplate. There are a lot of concepts. You have to sit and think on it, reflect on it. It's not just Parayan. It is not some chanting which I am asking to do.
Okay.
Every verse is so deep. You have to sit and reflect upon it, think about it, and try to relate with your day-to-day life examples.
Okay.
That is when that Bhagavad Gita becomes meaningful for you.
Okay.
You must say that, yes, this verse, it has happened in my life. This verse, yes, it is so true. See, because I did not know this, I did this blunder. I committed that mistake. I yielded to this temptation. You must be able to relate yourself. That is called studying a scripture.
You should try to
Studying a
apply
scripture is not reading the scripture. Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Yes, Amma. Subi.
Yes, I have a
Ah.
very embarrassing question. In the sense, I've understood these three things that you mentioned: Rajsik, Rajsik, Tamsik, and Sattvic. Yeah. Now the thing with me is that I feel like the wave that you have told in the beginning. So, like you say, Hari Om. I feel that Hari Om is a good thing. Somebody says Jai Shri Krishna, I feel Jai Shri Krishna is it. So there's a lot of confusion in me, like the wave that, okay, shall I say Radhe Radhe, shall I say Jai Shri Krishna or Hari Om or Jai Shiv Shankar. So when it comes to the faith in God, I know there is a God, there is a Bhagwan, but I don't know ultimately whom to call for in case I have to ask for help, because sometimes I feel Hanumanji is there, something like that. I don't have one God to really relate to. So I would like to get some guidance related to this.
I must stick to one. It's always good to stick to one mantra. So that even in your dream, it should come out. It should not be there are 10 places you dig, for well. What do you do? If you want to dig a well, what do you do?
I mean, you focus on one spot.
Exactly. 10 places you will not
dig deep.
In the same way, all those mantras are equally powerful, but there should be one personal mantra. One name, one God, one relationship. All gods are one, no doubt. But for me, what is that which suits me to relate? What kind of relationship I can have with God? a master-servant relationship. All the great saints, if you see, they had one relationship. Mirabai considered Krishna as her beloved. Ramakrishna Paramsa considered himself as a child of Divine Mother. You see, Surdars considered Bhagavan as his child. Arjuna considered Bhagavan as his friend. Everyone had one special relationship with God. So you have to go on cultivating that relationship by again and again thinking in those directions. So then what happens? That relationship becomes stronger and you start feeling the presence of the Lord through that relationship and through that name. So therefore, one name should be there, one God should be there, one relation should be there. Then the progress becomes very fast. Instead of saying, all are equal, all are one, all are okay. That is okay. But there should be something where you have to, if you want to really progress, there has to be, you have to do some work in one direction.
But as Sanatani, we believe in all God. We feel that all gods are needed for different purposes.
That is intellectual understanding. That's okay. But when you want to connect to God, even a nirguna way is also there. Okay, fine. Connect God as consciousness.
I think that
If
will
that is
suit
more
me.
appealing to you, connect.
That appeals to me.
Yes. So consciousness, yes. So this consciousness, because of which I'm conscious of everything, that consciousness is God. If that is appealing to you, hold on to that and work on it. Okay. There should be somewhere you have to work.
Thank you so much.
Right. Yes, Amma, Kiran Amma.
Yes.
किरण आप अनम्यूट कीजिए. Yes.
Swamiji, namaskar. Thank you.
Namaste.
First time I'm listening to a discourse. My question to you is, if I am not able to chant, is it okay to write it in a diary?
Yes. Likhita Japa. It is called Likhita Japa.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Yes, Deepti ji. Deepti. Not able to unmute. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Swamiji. So I have two questions, Swamiji. One, how to manage office stress. Now, after listening to you, I feel I'm totally tamasic person because 1.5 hours morning it takes to travel, and then so it's 3 hours travel, and these days they expect 10 hours, 9 hours, 9.5 hours is the official working time, at office. And then after taking bath, managing little bit home, you're absolutely left with no energy. And then after listening to you, and in office also there is so much of stress and pressure. People will project us as if we are the ones who are running the company. So every accountability is on us. You are the owner. You have to finish this deadline also, that deadline also. So I really feel at a dilemma many times. One, running family is important. Electricity bill is important. So I have to go to job. There is no escape. But every week once at least I will feel that, kahan phas gaye hain yaar, ye nahi karna hai mujhe, this is not what I want to do with my life. So some random day I will take a sick leave and then I will read something. I have different Bhagavad Gita. I will read whatever shlok comes, and then I will feel that, okay, I want to spend my time in meditation more, but there is no escape. So I feel constantly in that dilemma. I have elderly parents to take care. So there is much responsibility. And the moment you get into office, there is no time to think only whether there is a God, there is no God, nothing. There is so much on the ground that you have to do. There is no pause moment most of the days in whatever I'm going through or the life, I've been kind of. So what exactly to do, when in this dilemma, like, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. You can't run from responsibilities. But yeah, everybody has limited time, right? And so that is one first question. And the second question is, as the other person asked, that they get drawn towards multiple gods. So sometimes I also feel that I get drawn towards multiple energies. So that also creates a stress. Like you said, no, decide on one, focus on one, then only you will be able to progress. So that also creates a stress, that oh God, किसको decide करे, किसको choose करे. Now जल्दी choose करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो you are losing on progress. So that also creates sometimes, so there are phases. I mean, there are phases that, okay, you are drawn towards, say, Chaturmas is going on, so Bhagavad Puran is going on, so you get drawn towards Krishna ji and Bhagavad, and you immerse yourself, and then Navratri comes and you get drawn towards Devi Puja. So I don't know whether it is right or wrong, how to go about it. And yeah, first question, definitely office stress, and I don't know how to deal and come out of that tamasic. When you said that your focus is very limited, I mean, objectively I know that this is not what I want to do, but I don't feel there is a balance or an escape that I can create. So need your help.
Amma, what do you do when you travel? You said 1.5 hours traveling up and down. What do you do?
Mostly take office morning stand-up call. The first call goes when driving, Swamiji, and the evening on-site calls. One of the call I prefer that I cover during the travel time. So once in a while, if I have some time, then either I don't want anything to be played, then I just want absolutely silence and I just want to be with myself for some times. Or if I have some good discourse or I want to listen to something, I will listen. That is rare. Usually office calls only will be. I will try to time it up in a way wherein I don't have to present something on the laptop. If I just have to listen to somebody or speak, then those kinds of calls can be taken up during driving.
Yes, that 1.5 hours should be effectively utilized as much as possible, converted into spirituality, because you are all alone. There is nobody to disturb you. There is no office work, there is no family work, you are alone. Make the best use of it. 1.5 hours a day is a very good chunk of time for spirituality. Never use it for office work. Yes, there can be exceptions, that is fine, but otherwise, do it. Now, as far as stress is concerned, it is only because you think that you are the one who is doing everything. Amma, think about how are you alive? Kidney is functioning, liver is functioning, digestion is happening, blood circulation. Who is doing all this? This wrong notion that, I have to do everything, I have to look after I have to, this I you remove first, then all the stress also will go away. First step in life is remember this: I am nothing, I know nothing, I have nothing, I can do nothing. Start from there. I am alive because of God. All these talents and abilities, it is because of God. Eyes are able to see because of God. Brain is able to function because of God. Everything is because of God. Please remove this I. The moment this I goes away from your life, your stress also will go away. There is somebody who is empowering you. There is somebody who is beautifully taking care of you. There is somebody who has given a job to you, that job which you can do. There is a family which you can take care. He has given only that much of burden which you can handle. He will never give you a burden which you are not able to handle. Never. Calculated, measured dose of responsibility has been given to you. And there is someone who is ever taking care of you. Our job is to remember this truth. We are like the children who are sitting on the lap of mother and crying that mother is not there, mother is not there, who will look after me? You are in the lap. Okay, all the stress is, it is nothing but the price you are paying for ignoring that Lord. All the pain, suffering, everything. He is the price that we pay. We are so busy with the world that we have no time for our Creator. It is a sin. It is an act of ungratefulness. And that is the price which we are paying. Don't say, I don't have time for God. God is the one who has given you everything. The one who has given you everything, you have no time for him. How ungrateful we can be. So therefore, we must have enough time for our Creator, the one who is ever with us, ever paying attention to us. The only thing we demands is just once in a while look towards me. That's all what he wants. Can't we do even that much? So
No, we do,
therefore,
Swamiji. So we take bath and then whatever is our daily ritual, we will do that.
Amma, not mechanical ritual. I want your heart and soul there. A feeling that, yes, God is with me. You know, your rituals are all mechanical. Some mantras you will chant, some arti you will show, and that also mechanically, half-hearted, you run away from some. That is not the kind of prayer which he wants. From the depth of your heart, with little tears in your eyes, can you speak to him? That will be the best prayer you can ever offer to God. Can you do that? Even when you're doing your ritual, your mind is in the office only. Half-hearted mechanical prayer has no value, even if those mantras are chanted perfectly well. It has no value. What Bhagavan is seeing is your heart. How much of your heart is there with Bhagavan, in God? How much do you love him?
Thank you, Swami.
See, suppose you did some good thing to somebody, and that person gave a very, what you call, mechanical thank you, lip service. But another person is not even able to thank. He just brings out tears in his eyes. Because of that emotion, he's not even able to speak those words. Which one will you consider more valuable?
Yeah, the second one.
Exactly. That is what he also wants.
Yeah, right, Swamiji.
Mm.
And then Swamiji, multiple gods, the confusion.
There is only one God. These multiple gods are only pointers, which is pointing to a pointed thing. So what are you supposed to do? A pointer is given, that pointer is showing you somewhere. You leave the pointer and go towards the pointed, isn't it? If I'm showing you the moon, hey, look at the moon, so beautiful. What do? You look at the finger and then you hold on to finger and remain there? No. You leave the finger and go in the direction, isn't it? In the same way, all gods are nothing but a what you call an idol, like the flag, national flag. Flag is not the country. Flag is representing a country. Your mind is elevated to the country through the symbol of flag. In the same way, there are so many symbols, so many idols, so many pointers. So through the pointer, go towards the pointed. So you should be able to celebrate Navaratri also, where Bhagavan is worshipped as mother. Sometimes I want Bhagavan as my mother. Sometimes I want Bhagavan as my friend. Sometimes I want Bhagavan as my guide. Sometimes I want Bhagavan as my master. So in order to represent all these, we have so many gods. Take any form, but understand that there is only one God. In this way, we have to. So you should be comfortable with Shiva, you should be comfortable with Rama, Krishna, Jesus, Allah. You should be comfortable with everybody. Then your vision is a healthy vision. Sometimes I want Bhagavan to be my friend. So then consider Bhagavan as your Krishna or whatever. Sometimes I want Bhagavan to be my mother. I want to just cry sitting in her lap. What is wrong? One Bhagavan can become everything. Sometimes I want Bhagavan to be Narasimha. I want him to tear away my problems and give me strength and courage. What is wrong? All the time, mother, no. There are times when I have a challenge and I have to face the challenge. I need courage, strength, confidence. Then I will meditate on Narasimha. Motherly attitude will not work there. So depending upon the challenge, depending upon the situation, you should be able to bask in any of those forms. Then you are a true devotee.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
Right.
Swamiji, thank you so much.
हाँ
Pranam. And we all want to thank you here. And we all want to click a photograph with you, पर अब कैसे किया जाए हम सोच रहे हैं। आपके साथ एक फोटो क्लिक करेंगे on Zoom. बताइए दीदी how to do it.
Pranam Swami ji.
How do we do it?
ओ प्रणाम
We are together in Rishikesh this time.
Money.
Pranam Swami ji.
ओके ओके ओके
We are the same
ओके
one. Say, Amma, what is your question?
ओ प्रणाम समा हरिओम
Okay, कैसे फोटो लिया जाए?
होंगे हम आसपास होंगे
हाँ।
तो खींच लेगा
Okay, चलिए सब लोग यहाँ खड़े हो जाए.
Swamiji, thank you for bearing with some chaos at our end today. And thank you everybody for joining in to the live streaming or whatever we are doing at
अच्छा नो प्रॉब्लम
Rishikesh. Thank you for being a part of SEVA, everyone. And make sure that Swamiji's, you are not going to be able to see, but I'll show you what's happening also. So we've got Swamiji on the screen, and we are standing around.
ओके
Standing around you.
And somebody is going to click a picture.
ओके
Okay, pass हो जाओ सब please.
सब लोग पास यहाँ आ जाओ बैठ जाओ स्वामी जी के चरणों में
Oh yeah, you want to यहाँ पे भी आई जाती मैं Zoom पे भी आ जाऊंगी. चुप रहे नहीं छुप रहे मैं दोनों जगह आ रही हूँ. Are we good? नहीं पर मुझे दोनों जगह आना है.
अच्छा वो आ रहा है. अच्छा अमन फोटो स्वाति आ जा.
Ritali, you also come. अच्छा अब
नहीं हुई फोटो नहीं हुई जल्दी. Thank you, Swami ji. Pranam.
Thank you, Swami ji. Pranam, Swami ji.
Pranam.
प्रणाम
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
प्रणाम
Thank you so much. Thank you. Recording on. Recording on. Stop. Swami.